Oops. Hopefully I didn't fuck anything up. I just pulled the camera straight out of the computer without doing anything other than that. I just pulled it straight out. I don't think it's that. Alright. Truck's out of the way. 2 bikes are being used as anchors. A pitchfork and a log. But we got a nice little painting shelter here. I can tell it's working because I can hear the drops coming, and every now and again, it's not raining or snowing anymore, but when the wind comes, all the rain and snow on the tops of the trees comes down and lands right on there. But this seems to be working fine, so we're gonna do this. I wiped it down probably like the 4th or 5th time with alcohol and a paper towel. Now let's throw some paint. Well, that really sucked. I don't know what was wrong with the can, but I had to pretty much do it all upside down, hold the can upside down. I don't know if it's because we're at high elevation and it fucks with the pressure of the can, or if it was too cold or too hot, didn't shake it enough. I don't know. I suck at painting, as you can probably see. But first coat's on, first can down. I'm glad I got 4 cans because 1 can barely covered it. In fact, some spots are a little light, but I did get all, or at least I think I got all the cracks and crevices, the smaller kind of hard to reach spots. I usually attack those first on the first coat, make sure those are covered, and then I go get the bigger, kind of more open areas. So as you can see, the kind of like this is really thin on that one there, but all this kind of stuff is all completely covered in, so you don't have to really, well, except for there, take that back, but there it is.
Several days later.
Okay, here we are. Project's done. As you can see, Banjo is going to be loud and barking through this entire video. But yeah, all the rust has gotten taken off. Every part and piece has gotten painted. Laid it out here, ready to throw it all back on the truck. This Rustoleum bed liner paint ended up being a giant pain in the ass. I had to hold the can upside down the entire time. Every single can that I used 6 total cans for those. No problems with standard Rustoleum flat black. That painted out just fine. But yeah, everything's ready to go back on the truck. Truck's all cleaned up. It's a nice warm day here in the winter in Tahoe land. Hopefully this picks it up. Tools to install it, and it's all going to be one size, 1/2 inch, which is going to be really nice. So these were the original nuts, bolts, and washers and everything else that I was using. I had 2 different sizes of nut and bolt, and 2 different washer configurations, which ended up being a giant mess. So instead, I ordered some flange nuts and flange bolts, which have, both of these have the washer kind of lip built into it, just like that. So there's no need for an extra washer. The nut has kind of a jagged edge to it, so it grips a little on whichever surface it's being attached to. The other nice thing is these are all the same size that I'm going to use. So every single bolt, I forget exactly how many, 26 of them. All 26 nuts and bolts are all going to be the same size, rather than this weird combination of stuff. So that's exciting for me. My OCD is very pleased about that. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty much every piece of the puzzle. There's a woodpecker right next to me, working away. Woodpecker there, banjo over there, squirrel up there. We're almost done. Man, that gold looks good on that black. One take. Baby. Oh, what a relief. Project done for the most part. There are a couple things I forgot to do. I won't mention them. If you think you can figure out what they are, drop a comment. Done. 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 So yeah, everything, it's the same bolts all throughout. And I have a shitload of spares, so if I lose one, it's not that big of a deal. Or if I need to swap one around on the road, it's not that big of a deal. It's also a very common size, so if I find myself missing one for some reason, I can get it at pretty much any hardware store, which is great. We will see how long this bed liner shit will hold up. On the corners, I can already tell it's chipping away. But overall, for the majority of it, it seems okay. I can't tell if it's like paper towel scuff or if it's coming off the metal. I mean, for the most part, on these larger areas, it seems like it's sticking. On the tubes mainly. This was all the raw metal. But yeah, looks good. If you're still watching this far in the video, I appreciate it.